Good morning once again. I have come up with the same topic Vipassana, science and technology, and way forward. This is due to my friend's request that I make it more interesting. I really do not know whether I'll be able to do it or not, but let me try. First, I should show my gratitude to my teacher, Vipassana teacher, Sri Satyanand Narayan Goenka ji, who, with lot of compassion, taught me this Vidya of Vipassana, which changed my life. And I also thank all the scientists, especially Einstein, who actually made a relation between matter and energy with his famous equation E is equal to mc squared. And all other scientists, great scientists. I learned a lot of things. I am passionate science and technology reader. I wanted to be a scientist, but could not be. So anyway, I start my session today. I start with the E is equal to mc square. This is a famous equation. My wife says it is not that famous. She does not know it actually. So for that, I should make it clear. I should make it more clear that Einstein discovered that matter and energy are related. And another thing, the speed of light is constant. Speed of light is constant. So he, with his great mind, could fathom out that matter and energy are equivalent. That's a great idea. That's a really great insight of a scientist. So I hope my wife will understand it now that matter, what we see in finer form, are basically energy. What finer form? The constant is too high. The c square, that is the speed of light, its square. So at a very fine level, matter becomes energy. Matter is energy. So that is the thing. That is what I want to tell, that matter is energy. Matter is energy in final level. In final level, you go in, and you find that matter is energy. And the subatomic particles, they are they are bombarded by this high speed energy, and the spherical shape. One of my friend from Indian Institute of Sciences said it is not spherical. Yes, it is not spherical. If the energy inside the subatomic particle bombards, the actually somehow the nature has, you know, keep that huge amount of energy in a sphere like thing, and energy are constantly hitting against the wall, it will never be spherical. It will never look spherical. It will have a different structure which constantly changing. So that's also an answer to one of my scientists, our scientist from ISC. So the energy in final level is, rather matter in final level is energy. This must be understood when I am talking about this topic here. This topic here that may not be fathomable by many of my friends. I will take up another session for them. uh, for how technology uh, and science are related with Vipassana. So in Vipassana also, the same thing, same conclusion by the great mind scientist, I should say, Lord Buddha said the same thing. He says everything is vibrating and Pajjalita, either burning or I say it is radiating. Actually, it is so. The everything our energy as well as this energy gets dissipated, that gets dissipated in packets, that it looks like burning, it looks like radiating, and all energy fields intersecting in the even in the space in the vacuum is not really vacuum, they are filled with energy, the field of energy. So what really, how really is Vipassana, Dhamma, Buddha says Dhamma, is taught in modern times. It is taught in a 10-day course. Actually, my Guruji, Sri Satyanarayan Goenka ji, he brought this technique in modern time to India. He learned this technique in Myanmar under his Guruji, Sayaji, UBa Khin, and after learning for 14 long years, he came here to teach his mother this technique, who was ailing, who was a bit depressed. So he thought he will be coming out of this depression, uh, learning this Vipassana technique. And Sayaji appointed Goenkaji a teacher, and he came here. He started teaching first with mother, father, and few of his relatives in Mumbai, and the ball of Vipassana started rolling all over India, and he taught in many courses. Many courses are arranged by all students, and many of his relatives together to teach many people who are getting benefited, tremendously benefited like me. And it is ultimately I learned it in 2001, and which changed my life. So I'll talk about Vipassana, how it is taught in this busy schedule of modern time. It takes minimum 10 days to learn this technique, and in 10 days, I'll tell you in brief. The day starts at 4:30 in the morning meditation. 4:30, and so you have to wake up at 4 o'clock, wash yourself, and come to the meditation. And the lights off is at 9:30 in the night. So this whole time from 4:30 in the morning to 9:30 is fully program packed, and nobody talks but meditates. They can only talk, the students can only talk to the teacher and Dhamma Seva, to the assistant of the teachers, who will help them in their any other problem arises. But for the problem of any meditation related problem, teacher will solve that. So in this 10 days, first 3.5 days is spent on anapan. Anapan means the breathe in through this nostril, breathe in and out. So this triangular area is observed during this time, and students are told not to mix anything with this, not to mix, because they will have to go to the universal truth of breathe. So no mixing of mantra, no mixing of imagination, no mixing of pranayama. Pranayama is also kind of force, no forcing. It should be natural, normal, and pure breath. It's a That kind of breathe, you are to observe. Observe and observe and observe. The mind will go into thoughts because habit pattern of mind is of thoughts. It goes in past and future thoughts, but you have to gently bring in to this triangular area, and meditate, meditate, and meditate. 3.5 days. 3.5 days after that, your mind will become settled. It will become cool. It will become peaceful. So, with this peaceful but concentrated, with universal truth. Universal in the meaning that it can be practiced by anyone irrespective of caste, creed, religion. No restriction. Because breathe is breathe. Without it's a normal, natural, pure breathe is breathe for everyone. All religion, all caste and creed and color and everything. So breathe is observed. Breathe is observed and you become peaceful. You become in the present moment. You are in the present because breathe is always present moment and it's a universal truth. You become peaceful, more peaceful and very settled, and mind is very sharp now. With this sharp mind, students are taught to take their mind, the head of the top of the head, and gradually see all over the faces, all over the parts, body parts, all the front, back, the hands, the legs, the stomach, the chest, back, everything, and the legs, the leg fingers and hand fingers, every places, not to take any break. Well, this place I'll not see, that place. No, continuously you have to see all the places. And the sensation you will observe that they are impermanent in nature. First, they are impermanent in nature means they are not stable. They arise and goes away. Arise and goes away. Arise and this is a fast, very, very fast. And another thing, you will see that there is no solidity. Yes, here comes the thing. There is no solidity. No solidity, only vibration. It is only vibration. So, what we come across in Einstein's equation, that in finer form, the matter is not matter, it is made of vibration. It is made of vibration. It goes away, it rises and goes away very fast. So, we come to the similar conclusion inside. That is done in outside. Outside with our intellect, our IQ increases with scientists, and our EQ increases with inside our body. The same conclusion. And we want to think that we are permanent in nature, but we see that our body and mind are every moment changing, every moment arising and going, arising and going. So we think that we come to know with our direct experience that body and mind is not me actually. If at all I'm me, it is I'm the truth, because truth always remains. All other things, all other matters, all other vibrations, they only arise and goes away, arise and goes away. So they are not permanent. With this comes the a kind of wisdom, panna. Our Guruji says panna, wisdom, that we should not stick to anything, and that will bring in only suffering, because that is not permanent, it is not truth. So if you want to make anything permanent, that will be, that will change. So our if we want to make it, then we'll fail, and that will give us sorrow, that will give us suffering. This is what we learn. So we don't stick to our past angers. We let go our anger. We let go. And with let going of anger, the burden of anger reduces. We get free. We become free with this. And as well as we know the greed, we crave for some materials, crave for some beauty or some money, that is also not permanent. That also we want to let go, and we become more free. We become more free, our mind become more free. So another thing that we uh, want to think we are something. Yes, I'm great thing, that thing. And that ego also goes, because I know that I, the personality, the body, mind, it changes very fast. So what kind of ego I'll keep with me? So I let go the ego also. I want to be the truth, because that is only the permanent. So that gives us the wisdom, pragya. That is pragya. So our mind becomes clean with Vipassana. But we get lot of things from science and technology, lot of things, because our all household, our whole material world runs on science and technology. Without technology, even I am talking to you, it is not possible. So technology is required. Technology are giving us better health today. We can treat many untreatable diseases with technology. We could feed so many people unheard of in history in this world with technology. Science and technology, it has given us so much of prosperity around us. So science and technology are requirement of human being for human development, for the development. We cannot just take, you know, nirvana of Buddha just yet, because lot of things are to be learned, lot of things to be experienced. But we can use his vidya of Vipassana to clean our mind, and again search in the science field and technology field, that will give us much more strength, because our mind is clean, and we have much better concentration, we have much better thought process, we have much better mm, ability to analyze, and it takes much shorter time. So we can improve upon this present technologies, which is in nascent state in nanotechnology side, and many more. We have to go up to the quantum length, not nano length. So that's a long journey. This is a big journey. After nano, it will come pico. That is already there. Our LSC is working on it. They are bombarding the subatomic particles with each other and trying to understand, trying to know how many more subatomic particles are there. I think we have discovered about 200 subatomic particles. So, and after that, like we have been trying to harness fusion energy, which is in a very nascent state. And we are trying to harness the quantum computing system, which is also in a very nascent state. But all this technology, all this science gives us a kind of stress. Means we don't want to do, but we still have to do. So this stress gets accumulated. It makes our mind blunt. Actually, stresses are accumulation of very soft anger, aversion. So if we go on accumulating inside, so it will make our mind blank. Our speed of mind will become less and less, less and less. Our thinking ability will go less, will become less and less. So with Vipassana, every day if you practice, we can let go this anger, this aversion, this stress, and we'll be lively the next moment, the next day, next even after just doing Vipassana. We can do the things much better, because we have let go the stress. Because there is no point. The stress is also impermanent in nature. Why to keep it? The moment we see the stress, it goes away. It goes away. So that's where is the point of way forward. That is where way forward. Means we get stress from science and technology and we release it through Vipassana. We let it go. So we are a better person and we learn science and technology better. Now, as we are going finer and finer, nano is a fine, and there is pico, finer and finer, the amount of stress will be more and more. So we are to release that stress, release that aversion, release that anger, final anger, and go forward. Go forward. Vipassana can help us. Vipassana can help us to release that and take us forward. Take us forward. This is what I wanted to tell my dear friend, Mr. Tapos Bhattacharya, who is he is doing some business. He is a NIT friend, NIT Durgapur, 87 batch. And he told me to make it more lively. I think I have made it more lively. But still, if somebody feels that still it is not lively, then he can come forward. Come forward and ask me. Now, I'll come to the next point. Next point is 10 days, like a friend like Tapas Bhattacharya will not be able to spend. He is doing his private business in Delhi, very competitive. He cannot go. He cannot go for a 10-day course. But what I am speaking, people may understand, may not understand. But first, I am just like prescribing something. So there has to be a practical. They have to understand, they have to test it. That it is, yes, what I say is correct. What I say is correct. So how to test? How to test it? So there is a way. There is a way. You can test it by sitting 10 to 15 minutes doing anapan, means observation of awareness of breathe here. You can do it yourself in your home, anywhere you sit. Only you have to sit straight. Remove your specs and close your eyes. Observe the breathe here. Observe the breathe exactly here in this triangular area. You will see that you cannot observe it. Your mind goes to some thoughts. Just bring it gently back to the breathe. Just back to the breathe. You have to do it every moment, it goes away. Every moment it goes away. Maybe after 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute. So bring it back gently, very, very gently. Mind is a very fragile mind. It will create more problems if you make it, some sort of force it. Don't force it. Just gently remind it. It will come. So observe the breath. If you do it for 10-15 minutes, you will see that your mind becomes calm. For certainly you feel out of place. You feel peaceful, relaxed. That's the thing. The truth gives you peace. Universal truth gives you immediate peace. यही पश्चिम को बुद्धा says यही पश्चिम को यही यही पे देखो and you get result then and there. Peace. Universal truth give you peace of mind. So do it for 10-15 minutes. After 10-15 minutes, once you get some peace, you say that all beings be happy. Because with that peace, you should distribute it. It is bestowed by the truth, the nature itself, the law of nature itself. So all the beings of nature be happy. So we distribute that bliss from nature to all beings. And then you will become more happy. You can do it for twice a day. And this practice will give you the belief, yes, I should go for a 10-day course of Vipassana. 3.5 days of Anapana. That will give you much more peace, a great peace. And after that, you will be asked to observe the sensation. That will give you much more peace because you will literally reduce a lot of your burden, past burden of anger, greed, and ego. That will go. In the first course, yes, people become very, very stressless. I have experienced it. I was very stressful, but I just lost a lot of stress in first course itself. After that, the progress becomes slower because gross things goes away, but finer things you have to work more and more hard. So you do it for 10-15 minutes. It will give you the test of Vipassana. First day. Another thing we tell the students, Anapana means observation of breathe, incoming, outgoing breathe, is a kind of compass. It is a compass. It is a compass. Why it is a compass? Any captain of sheep will have a compass for direction. Without that, he cannot function. He will be lost in the sea. So, compass is required for a captain. Similarly, we are in the great ocean of samsara. Great. It's a great ocean. It's actually whole universe is samsara. And ocean is that big. And this samsara, you are a boat. You are a lifeboat yourself. You must have a compass yourself. Otherwise, you have to ask this guru, that guru, yeah, how I'll go. All this thing. How will run my life? You have to ask. But if you're a captain, you have your own compass. Then you don't have to ask anyone. You have to ask only the compass. So we give this compass. This Anapana is a kind of compass because it will take you to the universal truth. Whenever you want to take a decision, sit in Anapana. It will make it peaceful, truthful. At that time, the decision you will make, that decision will be perfect. So it gives you a direction of life. So, compass is very important. So all my students, all our students who are seeing it, please practice in your home. till you go for a 10-day course. You should practice this. You should practice. You have your own compass. So I think this is quite useful, this lecture. If it is useful and quite uh, live or lovable, then please let me know. Please let me know. I wish to do a little bit more with this lectures. More, it should be more uh, understandable, more better. You should be able to connect with this lectures, with these discourses. So, if at all it helps you, please let me know in the comment boxes. And you must visit our websites www.vridhamma.org. So you can visit this. This is our VRI Vipassana Research Institute site. Here you will get lot of material. Lot of material. If you want to read, you can read. You can have audio also. There are lot of material in this. You want to learn. Many of my friends will like to learn before going to a 10-day course. But again, I tell you, this just by intellectually learning will not give you the result. You have to go to a course, go to a 10-day course, or do 10-15 minutes anapana. Practice. Practice will give you the result. Vipassana is all about practice. The theory portion, that can, if somebody is interested, they can, of course, read it. That will help further. Because theory and practice goes side by side. Theory has to be strong, practice has to be strong. But practice gives the result. That is for sure. So please practice. Please practice. Please start with Anapana. That will give you peace. And that will give you belief. Yes, Vipassana works. Yes, it will definitely work. This 10 days, the precious time of yours, will not be spent in vain. That belief will be given by this 10-15 minutes of Anapana every day. So thank you for listening. I think I have made it very short and lively. Thank you very much.